Welcome back to the Beard Bros podcast. Before we get started, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Again, Assurance Home Golf Tournament. Go sign up. All the details are in the link in the description below. Scroll down, call them, email them, do it online, sign your kids up. It's in about a month and a half to 2 months, basically. So you got time, but don't wait to the last minute.
On other news, before we start our podcast, we do a lot with the Bully Boxing. They're having an event September 11th, right next to Margaritas on they call it 3rd Street Station. He said it starts at about 2 p.m. Outdoors. He said they're allowing drinks, so you'll be able to have a fun, good time, watch the kids box. September 11th, 2 o'clock, right next to Margaritas. Also, go get some food at Margaritas.
There you go.
Hook them up.
All right, I know we've been doing story time lately, but I do have a story, and this is literally, this happened today, and I'm telling you today, like we're pushing this video out today. I don't say I'm sad, and I'm not even going to say I'm sad, but I'm upset with myself. As you may or may not know, I don't know if you even care, but we played disc golf. This weekend was the New Mexico State Championship of Disc Golf in Ruidoso. So yesterday, I finished my round at 4 under, and I had a 2-stroke lead over second and a 3-stroke lead over third, and nobody else was really in contention.
Fuck no.
Well, today we went and played, and just to kind of sum it up, I ended up blowing the lead, and I lost by a stroke. Shout out Felix, man. I can't even hate, to be honest. Super cool accomplishment for you, man. I hope you enjoy it, I can't be too mad at him because he played the round of his life. He shot 5 down today. I shot 1 down. I don't know. I'm trying to process it still because, I just got to town and I'm, pretty disappointed because I just know it was mine to win.
I know me and Aaron were talking about that yesterday.
There was no way for me to lose, and I lost. So, basically, let's just start from the beginning. So,
Hole one.
Yeah, well, yesterday, actually, we'll tell you that. Yesterday, it rained. It poured all day long. Not all day. About halfway through, it started pouring. I'm not talking just a little bit of sprinkle. I'm talking, full-blown just pouring where everything was soaked.
You can kind of tell by your voice that you were in the cold, wet. You sound like you have, hoarse.
Oh, so that was that, okay? Still finished 4 down after they restarted the round, was leading, felt more than comfortable. So obviously when I get home, Mikey, he brings me home, our bags are soaked, and he's like, "Good, I'm going to drive today." And he's like, "Hey, I'm going to leave our bags. Is that cool?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool. Leave them right there. That way they could dry out. We'll be good in the morning. I'll grab them." He's like, "All right, cool." So he leaves. So I grab my shoes from his truck, and I throw them in the basket in my front yard. So this morning I'm getting ready, blah, 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 grab the bags, whatever, take off, go pick him up. We go heading to Ruidoso. Right off the jump, I'm 10 minutes out of Ruidoso. We're even running a little late to the player meeting. And I just turned to Mikey and I'm like, "Fuck, bro." And he's like, "What? Don't tell me you forgot our bags." And I'm like, "Nah, dog, I forgot my shoes."
You should have just went to Walmart.
Yeah, but we were already running late, bro. We were already late. And he was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Bro, all I have is my Crocs." And he's like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Yeah, call Rob." So Rob had a couple pairs of shoes. Thank you, Rob. He let me borrow a pair of his shoes.
Imagine playing in Crocs.
I guess I would have had an excuse.
Yeah.
I guess. So anyway, right off the jump, I birdie.
You birdie hole
I
one?
birdie hole one.
That was your fucking nemesis,
I'm
too.
I'm like, no, it wasn't hole one. It was the first hole we started.
Y'all put they didn't
tee off. We had all holes we started.
Oh, that's makes
sense.
So
number 27 was our first hole, and I birdied it right off the jump. Most of us did. I think 3 of us did, and 2 didn't or something. I don't remember. But anyways, I'm like, cool, that's the way you want to start, especially playing in shoes you don't play in. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to do something
Yes.
anything with other people's shoes. It's just kind of weird.
You
Even
just
if it's the same size,
It doesn't feel the same.
it's weird because I think it like forms to their foot.
Yeah. Say if you walk like on your inside of your shoe will form that way. It'll be like this.
Yeah.
Like, there'll be more cushion on this side because you're not forcefully using it that much. So.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
it's natural.
clearly he knows. It just felt a little. I'm not saying that was my excuse.
No.
But
I mean,
it was a factor.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. And then I forgot about this. So we get there and we're running late. And so there was no parking.
Yeah.
And so you
Yeah,
have to kind of park up in the grindstone parking. And there's this little shack. And this old lady and this old man run the shack. And I guess they were charging people to go to grindstone, but disc golfers no. So they're up this steep hill. So I'm like, yo, like, I'm here for disc golf. And he's like, can I ask you something? I'm like, what's up? And he's like, why are you driving so fast? And I was like, what are you talking about, bro? And he's like, you're driving really fast. I need you to slow down next time because we have kids, disc golfers, people walking up and down. I'm like, oh, they play in the street? He's like, that's not the point. You're going fast. And I was like, if I hit a kid, I'd probably be doing somebody a favor. He did not like the joke. I thought he was joking, so I started joking. He's like, you know what, bro? You can go park down there. And I was like, can you even do that? And he's like, I can do whatever I want. And I was like, well, all right then. I guess I'm fucking done talking to you. And I rolled my window up, and I had to go park on the bottom.
what a puto.
Yeah, so not even his fault. I think it was just a rolling stone of effects.
Yeah. I get
So
you.
then we park, get the shoes, whatever. Didn't even warm up. And then birdied. And then hole one. What do you think I did?
You bogeyed.
Oh, I bogeyed. Went OB right off the jump.
Dude, you hate
Hole
that
one's
fucking.
horrible. Hole two. Did I birdie? No,
Hole
I
two's
parred.
far. I don't know.
I almost birdied. I parred it. And most of them bogeyed or parred.
Really?
So then
Two?
hole three is real short.
It's a short one by the water, yeah.
Yeah, almost ace it, stay in bounds, birdie.
Okay.
Cool. Hole four,
That's behind
I
the trees.
shank it, go OB, get a 5. But I get a 5, and no offense to Felix, but he gets a 2, and I'm still winning by 2 strokes. So I'm like, I can get 5s and win this shit. So I'm feeling good. Next hole, it's through all the trees. I throw my truth, go too far, par, cool. Then we go to the one up the hill. I birdie, almost aced it, birdie. Next hole, parked it, birdie. 8, parked it, birdie. Then the 9th hole, I'm sitting there, and it's a double Mando. Miss the Mando, throw my up, park it, bogey, moving on. 10, I hit the tree like 5 feet in front of me, fucking rolls there. Throw a high spike hyzer, park it, par. Next hole, I throw it, get my berg stuck in a tree, have to mark it. Thank God I could reach it, or it was going to be a drop shot for a 2-meter roll. Park. I ran it, missed it, parred it. Cool. Next hole, fucking almost like 30 out, missed it, parred it. Cool. Next hole, I went long, just laid up, parred it. Cool. Next hole, I had the birdie on the ledge. I had a birdie shot at it on the one
cross?
that's on the across the canyon. Parked it. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I gotta run it. I mean, I have to. I throw my shot, and I hit the basket.
And it rolls
down. I'm like, damn, fuck it. Champions win. Boom. Sink my putt for par. I'm feeling good.
From way down there?
From way down
even
there.
where I was? And
like once you hit, it rolls all down.
It's like a little flap.
Yeah, even Mikey's like, damn, bro, that was a hard shot.
Well, yeah, it's like
fuck
30
it.
up.
I'm feeling it. I'm still winning still.
Mm-hmm.
So then the next hole, I not park it, but I have a decent look. Missed it, parred it. Next hole, I almost park it, hit a tree, end up behind some shit, scuba through, and then I have like a par, but I'm in this big old cacti. So I'm like standing, it's like poking my legs, my ass, all kinds of shit.
What the
I
fuck?
fucking bogey. So he ends up tying me, I think. Okay. So then the next hole was 17. We both par it. 18. Okay. So at this mindset, I'm thinking I'm losing by 1, but we're tied. Okay. So in my head, I thought I was losing. I don't know why I thought I was losing, but so I'm like fucking pissed.
You didn't check the score?
They didn't have like scores. We only had numbers, like Ryan numbers. Like I didn't even like want to add up a bunch of holes. So I'm just like, fuck it. So the next hole's a hard hole to birdie. I fucking throw my truth, which the day before I threw my buzz. Almost aced it. And then it went far and I still birdied. Today, I was like, the buzz wasn't really rolling for me. So I throw my truth. goes perfect, but it's going far.
It's fast.
It hits the tree right by the basket and sits 10 feet. I'm like, fuck yeah, this full fucking pars. I'm good. I go to throw my birdie. I miss. I yell, fuck, loud as fuck. I'm pissed. So at this point, I'm thinking, damn. So then the next hole, I park it again. 15-footer, fucking miss. So I'm like, fuck, man, whatever I got to do at this point. I'm losing, and I don't even realize it. Next hole, he parks it. I park it with birdie. Next hole, he says I park it. I don't park it. He pars it. I birdie. Next hole, we both par. Next hole, he shanks it. I park it. I birdie. I'm actually winning, but I thought I tied it. So then I'm like, oh, okay. So the next hole, I run it, I bogey, so we're tied again. The next hole, he parks it, I par it. He's winning now. And then the last hole, I'm thinking, I have to run it. I'm down 2 strokes, but I was only down 1. So I fucking go, and I try to birdie. I miss long. He double bogeys. I ended up with the bogey, and I lost by a stroke.
So you par it, you tie?
Par it, I beat him because I was down 1, and he doubled.
Well, you lost by 1, so then you would get.
Oh yeah, I would have tied. I would have tied.
Damn, bro. Play par golf.
No, I would have won because I lost by 1, and I bogeyed and he. Oh yeah, I would have tied. Yeah, I would have tied. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's been.
You had me thinking you were gonna win too. I'm like, that's for what?
Yeah, so
You
I
did
was
that.
only down. I was down 2 strokes, right?
Yeah, you were down. No,
I was down 2 strokes going in that hole. Yeah, because if I would have parred and he would have doubled, I would have tied.
yeah, you were down.
Yeah, so I was down 2 strokes. Yeah, I was right. So yeah, anyways, so that happened, and I was just like, it was one of those moments when, this is how I looked at it, and it's, again, all credit to Felix playing 5 down, bro. Because I thought about it, he shot 1 down yesterday, I shot 4 down,
Yeah,
okay?
and you shot.
I shot 1 down today, he shot 5 down, so he made 1 less mistake than I did yesterday today. You know, they kind of swapped positions.
Yeah.
But what I was thinking was like, you know how shitty it feels is whenever, like, you know you're supposed to do something probably every time, all the time, against anybody for anything. Like, you're supposed to know this, or you're supposed to beat them, or you're supposed to just be that superior. I'm not saying that to Felix because I don't know Felix on the personal level or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is, you put me with him any other time, even on his own course, I beat him every time. I feel like every time. That today was that moment when I knew I was up here, and this is my fault. This is something I'm really learning about myself. Is yesterday when I started, he was the one I wanted to beat because everybody kept telling me like, oh, he's good, and I'm like, I know I'm good. Like, don't recognize me, but I know I'm good. Yeah. I'm going to smash all these fools. Nobody's fucking even going to get close to me. I don't care who you are out here. I didn't even care about intermediate because after intermediate got done, I was only 2 strokes down from the lead in intermediate.
Yeah, I seen that.
So I'm thinking, fuck rec. I'm trying to even compete with intermediate because that's where I'm going. So I'm thinking whatever. So yesterday, I'm thinking I want to put Felix in the bed. Like, I'm done with this.
Whoa.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, put him down.
Champions win, dog.
Yeah. So anyways, so I'm like ready. And then today, I think I overlooked him. Yeah. Even early, I overlooked him because I was sitting there and I was like, when I double bogeyed and I was still winning by 2 strokes.
You're like, this nigga sucks.
I'm like, bro, you can birdie. I could double bogey. I'm gonna win. And that was me. That's ego getting in the way.
Yeah, you need
I needed to humble myself.
You need to not underestimate your opponents.
Yes, and even Mikey told me, he's like, bro, you should have just kept going. Like, you birdied. You were still parring. But then you got to a point where you almost were pushing birdie too hard that you forgot just to par. Like, it was like you weren't even running putts. Like, you were running it, but like, bro, I never seen your putts run like far. Like, you were leaving yourself like 20, 30 testers. Yeah, you were making them for par, but bro, you were like, why? And it was like, why was I doing that? Because even if I would have just played more of a par game, the birdies were gonna come.
Yeah, the course
I had
easier
18 birdies through 54 holes. I had 18 birdies. That's a third of the course I birdied, except I also had 13 bogeys.
Or double, yeah.
Yeah, I basically 13 bogeys. That's another almost third of the course.
Yeah.
So I fucking
You fucked yourself.
yeah, like
Yeah, you could birdie 18 of them, but
yeah, if I'm giving them right back.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I shot 10 birdies, and I missed. I had 6 bogeys.
6.
And today I shot 8 birds and had 7 bogeys.
Fuck that.
And it was like, man,
Can't do that.
I'm there. I'm not even like intermediate. If I take away those bogeys, yeah, bogeys are gonna come. But even if I take away at least the 2 double bogeys I had yesterday and today, that's 4 strokes, okay? And I had 18 bogeys.
18
I'm fucking
birdies.
tied, or 18 birdies. I'm tied for second place in intermediate.
Yeah, it's those double bogeys where fucked you.
Yeah, I
13 out of 18 birdies, 13. That's 5. Oh, yeah, it would have been.
I'd have been up there.
You've been
I
caked.
would have beat Rec easy, and I would have competed in intermediate.
Yeah.
I'd have been up there. I had 18 fucking birdies, bro. 18 fucking birdies, and I'm thinking, no one can beat me right now. My putting has gotten so good in the last couple months. Even in the last month, I can tell my putting is just on point. I can hit putts anywhere and everywhere. It's just, I noticed, like, I was taking score. Maybe that's where I kind of messed up. I shouldn't have took score. But I noticed, like, when it was close, I started seeing the empty squares shrink. It was like I was running out of empty squares to make up ground. But in my head, and I'm going to blame the fucking TDs.
That TD
bro,
was
you
ass.
have to have live scoring. I don't know what era you're living in, bro, but it's 2021.
Yeah, I've never been in a tournament, and I've had like 7 tournaments. I've never seen no live scoring.
Sanctioned.
And it's a state. It was a state. It was like one of the biggest, probably the biggest tournament.
You're
in
going to
Mexico.
sit there and tell me that I don't want to know where the fuck I'm at? I don't care if the guy that is chasing me is on my card. I need to know how many holes he's back or whatever, so I can, like, not saying that that's what to blame, but bro, get up to speed.
Yeah, as a fan of the game and wanted to see the live scoring, me and Aaron were texting each other like, "Hey, is it updating for you?" I was like, "Nah, it's not, bro." I'm like,
Nah, there was nothing.
I was like, what
We
the
all had
fuck?
paper scores.
And he's like, "Dude, that's whack, bro." I was at work. I was telling my boss, like, "Bro, I might be on my phone a little bit just because I'm gonna be watching the scores." And he's like, "Oh, that's fine, cool. Just don't over access it." And I was like, "All right." And then I looked first, like I went at like 9:30. I was like, "I'm gonna check about 9:30." Nothing. And I was like, "Man, this is fucking gay."
Yeah, bro, we it was so dumb, and like I said, that's not to blame. The shoot, and I know you guys are like, well, you wouldn't have brought it up if it was an excuse. No, they're not excuses. Felix fucking deserved the win. Congrats, Felix. I hope you enjoy it, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight from the heart and the mind that truthful words, you will never fucking beat me again. But enjoy it while it lasts, because you and everyone else out there that thought they were better than me this weekend, you better have a rude awakening coming, because next week I'm in Santa Fe and I'm going to that NADGT tournament, and Aeneas and Chris Reynolds, I know y'all are my boys, but I don't give a fuck. I'm coming with the vengeance and I'm beating everybody's ass. Like
hell yeah.
I'm so fired up, like it's beyond measure,
Yeah,
because I'm
bitches.
pissed. But pissed to
Pussies.
me isn't pissed that it ruins my game. Pissed to me, it lights a fucking flame, and that just means I'm
Yeah.
gonna go and whip some fucking ass. I'm going to Austin, I'm going to Nationals, and I'm gonna show you guys I'm a badass fucking disc golfer.
Bitches.
It's just one of those things that I had to learn from.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think he was good when I seen him the other day too, and he was just putting, practicing. I was like, "Oh, that's kind of." And then when I told you, "You lost to that dude," like, no offense to him.
He putted good yesterday.
Oh, no offense
That
to
was
that
what was
guy.
crazy. He putted way better yesterday, and I beat his ass.
Uh-huh.
And then today, he didn't putt very good, but he was parking everything.
Oh, so it's just cake.
It was just like, oh, that's a birdie. Oh, that's a birdie. I'm like, and like I said, I'm not trying to Felix is a cool dude. There's nothing. And when I say enjoy it because you'll never beat me, it's only because that's how damn competitive I am.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. Like even like the other day they were talking to me about some people, and I'm like, that motherfucker ain't never gonna beat me again. I don't give a fuck what it is. It could be a fucking mini, he ain't beating me.
Yeah,
again.
and then it's just
That's
like,
just our mentality.
That's just
That's
the
how-
mentality to have. It's like, I'm not disrespecting him, dude. You earned it, bro. You played your best round, like you said. You beat me on your best round, but don't think that that's gonna happen every
Don't
time.
think you
bro.
beat
Like,
him on his best round.
like
though.
you didn't
Like,
beat me either day. I
Yeah.
didn't have my best round, bro.
I don't
I
think-
took a 5-on-1.
Don't think you beat
One
Joel
is my
on his best
nemesis.
day, man.
Like, I don't know, man. It was one of those tournaments that it was like, I ain't gonna lie, it bothered me all the way back up here. I'm like, damn, man, I fucking blew it.
Yeah.
I was if there was odds, I was the favorite.
Oh yeah.
There was nobody.
I thought Mikey maybe because he played the course again.
I had a 40-point difference on my PGA rating than Mikey in second.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I beat Mikey all the time. That's all I gotta beat.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, bro, there's no way Mikey's gonna shoot 4 down and Joel shoots even on this course. I was like, there's no way, bro. There's no way he's gonna.
Yeah, so
He
you
was
guys
down, like-
make fun of me, do whatever, say whatever. I don't care, bro. Like
Yeah.
I've lost in a lot of things, but I don't think I've ever lost in something that I take so personally, because when I've lost, it's mainly team events. This ain't a team. I ain't on nobody motherfucking team. I'm on my team. And
Yep.
that team is the only team that matters, and that's why I need to just hone in and just not forget my fucking shoes. Gosh, bro,
you should have
like
called me. I would have drove over there.
I thought about it. I was like, yeah, but then by the time, bro, it probably wouldn't even have mattered because
At
I
that
was on
point-
fire.
at that point,
Like
yeah.
when I first started, I was like, oh, I got this.
Yeah.
Like it didn't even matter. But it was like later on, it was like it wasn't even the shoes. It was like I don't know. It wasn't even pressure. I never even like I was telling Mikey, I was like, I never felt pressure. Even when I was losing, I still caught up. Like I gave up the lead and caught right back up. It was like I
Right.
never thought that I could lose. That was my problem. Is my pride and my ego got in my way. Like I'm too good to lose to these guys.
Yeah, that's how I feel you. Like I said, this is a conversation with somebody that said that dude was better than me. And I'm like, nah, he had a better day.
It just happened
better
like
than
that.
me.
So I mean, shit. Look, I haven't even showered. I'm still in the damn shit that I wore over there. I just, it's one of those like everyone's like, oh, congrats, you got second. I'm like,
Fuck second.
I don't care about second no more, dude. I've done second, third, fourth, whatever. Like I'm done over that shit. I want dubs.
That's how I feel.
Especially when it's your state championship. Like, yeah, maybe those guys that went to state aren't really that big of deal. Like, I know Lubbock and Odessa, those guys would beat on these guys over here. They're not the same world. It's just the fact that it was a state championship.
Oh, that would have been sick, yeah. I mean, there's going to be another one.
Yeah, there will be a 30-30. It was crazy because
When do they have them? Just every year? Just
every year it's in Rio Doce. It used to be in Sipapu,
Oh.
but they switched it to down here, and then now like they do it down here or whatever, and it's dope. I mean, it was fun. Whatever. I had no problem.
Somebody's going to take intermediate. I think Rob probably take advanced. I'm going in that bitch. I'm trying to take it from Felix.
You might have to, but
might have to
it's
take that
crazy.
shit
It's
from him.
just I don't know. It was crazy because Buckaloo's never won state. He didn't win.
That fool won the other tournament, but he didn't win.
He didn't win state.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Obviously, Rob hasn't won state and didn't win. Tosh lost to Chloe.
Dude,
Shout out Chloe.
Chloe, bro.
Yeah, she's a beast. She fucking took intermediate women's state. Congrats. She's
a
killing the
beast.
game.
Yeah, there's no one
obviously
touching her.
Mikey and I didn't win. Andy, congrats. Andy Blanco. He won his division with Mauro and Henry in it. Shout out Mauro. He got third and hit an ace pot.
Did he?
He hit an ace today.
What hole?
6, the one that's going up the hill.
That one?
He hit that,
That
one.
one's
It's pretty
tough.
short. It's pretty short because you play from the concrete. And I threw my truth. I almost aced it today.
But yeah, that's still a tough
I mean,
one.
it's still tough. It's straight and up, but yeah, he
You got
hit,
that tree right to the right and to the left once you
yeah,
get up there.
yeah. So he hit an ace today. Who else did we have that was out there? Steve. Hey man, just a bit of advice. Rest is okay, bro. Like he was going ham for the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. I think going back and
Yeah,
forth
yeah,
playing
yeah.
a lot, and I think it kind of it hurt him more than it helped him.
That
because-
course you can't really prepare for. It's a hike, so it's like it's
Well,
gonna get you tired.
It's that, and then it's like, yeah, you can try to hit lines, which I feel like I'm okay with losing to Felix because he is a local.
Yeah, he
like
knows
that's
it.
his home course.
He needs
He's
to.
got lines that he takes that just no one else is taking.
and he takes them every fucking.
yeah, it's like
day.
here. Like I was telling Mikey, if you were at hole 13, what disc are you throwing?
What do I throw on that hole?
It's that short little one.
Oh, I throw the cacks.
So see, you probably throw that every time for the most part.
Yeah, every time I go up there.
Okay, and I throw a
Well,
Berg.
lately, because I barely
And
got
then
that
Mikey
disc,
throws like the Mako, and Rob throws a putter, and whoever. We all have a disc for pretty much every hole.
but every hole, yeah.
Okay, that's probably how they are. That's how I'd expect.
I would have hoped. I mean, I
Yeah.
hope he's not like, I'm gonna throw
this today.
This today, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like-
So yeah, I don't know, guys. I know it's a rant. I know I kind of fucking cried about it. I guess I just really needed to. This was kind of my stress reliever, like releasing just that. I don't know, just sigh of relief. Like, yeah, I fucking suck, but I only suck today. And next week, I am going to prove to myself that I'm wanting to whoop some ass in disc golf. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's story time. May not have been long, may not have been even good, but it was something that literally just happened. And so, thought I'd share that with you. I did say on the last podcast I'd be coming back as a state champ. I guess you can call me a state chump because I lied. And fuck it. It happens. I mean, until you're out there playing disc golf and you understand how hard it really is, I don't care what division you go into. It's not easy to win.
Hell no, it ain't.
Because if we were just winning every tournament, then it would be different.
It'd be boring. I think we would stop playing.
Yeah, we would stop playing. I think that's the beauty of it is, like, you just never know.
Like you said, you had to
Today, David beat a Goliath.
Oh, I thought you said David beat somebody. I was like, no, fuck.
David
No,
beat
he did not
Goliath
beat no
today,
one.
and I went down hard. But I think I needed it.
Yeah.
Because, again, if I was focused, there was no beating me.
Yeah.
But I got out of focus. It was like I said, after 4 and I double bogeyed and I was still winning by more than 1. It was almost like, how can I lose? Especially after I birdied in a row. I was like 4 up.
God.
Even worse to lose. I was like, damn, I'm 4 up after like 7, 8 holes. I still lost. I fucking suck. So, like the video, guys. Subscribe. Catch you guys next week.
Knockout season with Jake Paul.
Shout out Jake Paul. He's got the win.